we are at
Steubenville?
Steubenville. Isn't that weird? I mean, the whole time I've been saying it, and then, we're here and I can't say it. Anyway. So yeah, this is the home of Dean Martin, by the way, if you're not familiar with that. Wow. Old town. I wish my mom was alive. Well, for a lot of reasons, I wish my mom was alive, but it would be great to have asked her about these areas now that I've seen them. Oh, great church coming up. Oh, man, a bunch of great churches coming up here. Look at this place here. Wow, look at all these churches.
Presbyterian.
Boy, you'd think we were in the South with all these. Man, look at the church over there. Church here. Some kind of cathedral straight ahead, it looks like. Wow. Sycamore Center. It's not even a church anymore. Look at the plants growing up on the side of it way up there.
Oh, this mural.
Yeah, great mural. But look at the plants. Well, maybe do you think? Nah, that's not on purpose up there.
No, I don't think so. I think those are volunteers, as my mother would say.
Look at this. Wow, what a great place. I'm going straight because there's some other dome down here. Oh, here, Carol on Carol's side. Eastern
Orthodox. They got a little bit of everything for everyone here.
Down to the corner here, and then it is stop time, and we'll go back to our fort. All right, so here it is, the Dean Martin, Steubenville's Dean Martin. Yeah, he was Dino Crocetti. So we'll let you guys stop and read it. Okay, well, we are here at Fort Steuben. This goes back to 1786, and apparently it was built to protect the surveyors of the Northwest Territory. So yeah, you can read this. Again, just stop it. I'm not going to hang on too long. So if you do want to read it, I advise you to stop it now because that's it. All right, we're going to go in and check this out, and there may be something inside to look at. Very proud of their Dean Martin. That's a great photograph. Oh God, look at all those great stars in there. Even Sammy Davis. Sacagawea. It's kind of an interesting. I may not be spending a whole lot of time in all this. Okay, just a lot of your arrowheads of different sorts everywhere, it looks like here. Yeah, just tons and tons of arrowheads, and 11,500 BC. Oh. Don't know if there's any of those in there. So here we get to see the old clay pipes. Ember tongs, it says. The scissors there. That's cool. Okay, and here we have, appears over here on the right, we have various size lead balls. Some of them pretty small. Don't know exactly. Maybe the shells were for trading. Trade goods. I could see the little bells for the Native Americans for their dress uniforms, and then they have the beads. Now they have some stuff over here, but these are kind of cool. Look at this, man! You do more than count coup with that thing. Various hatchets. This one looks, yeah. Couple of these you can see here. Smoke.
Those are quill flaps.
Smoke. Always thought that'd be kind of cool. Okay, so we walk into the fort. I was, kind of had to miss Fort Randolph, remember? Over there, and was that Kentucky or West Virginia? I can't remember now. 1786, named in honor of Major General Frederick William Augustus Baron von Steuben. All right, officers' quarters, commissary. All right, Carol's got a tour guide, she says. Okay, talk away.
Major Hamtramck and his officers and the surveyors were housed in the two buildings. There were 136 enlisted men, young, inexperienced, and illiterate, and 14 officers, older, experienced, educated with their own money. The bedroom to the right as you enter was the major's, his sword and sash, denoting his rank. The bed is collapsible and portable and was transported with him as he traveled.
It's bizarre.
On the bed is a Hudson Bay blanket, traded by the British for beaver pelts.
Looks like we have the dinner table here.
Also used by the surveyors to spread out their maps.
Yeah. Okay. And we come into this room. Yeah, so the other officers was like a rooming, like a dorm room, or what do you call it? Or a barracks, actually. Not much difference than the enlisted barracks, I guess. Interesting flag. I don't think I've ever seen that star configuration. So what is that? 913. I thought that was in a circle.
Yeah.
So this is the quartermaster office. Ooh, kind of cool.
Quartermaster was in charge of the supplies, of which there were not many. Most of these things were donated. This is really interesting. When they were building the fort, only 33 men could work at a time for want of shoes. Many were without stockings or change of uniform, with worn breeches and shirts.
Smelling them all. Kind of freaked me out when the head came up. Guess it's a fox. Red and gray fox, that's what it says over here. Did this say? Oh, this is beaver. This is beaver. Kind of cool in here. Okay, and now we're coming to the blacksmith shop.
Generally an enlisted man or a contracted civilian, he slept in his building to protect his tools.
The bear.
His picture is recessed from the picket wall since it was subject to fire from the portable forge.
I think the bear skin is kind of cool. I don't know what this is. It almost looks like it would be a rifling machine for a gun barrel. Looks like maybe there's a gun barrel at the end there. But that's my guess, having seen them before. Enlisted men. Okay, so this is one of the blockhouses here in the end. Yeah, this would have been cozy, huh? Actually, the beds are fairly wide. Amazingly wide.
Because 2 men slept in each bunk.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. 2 men in each bunk. Can you imagine?
Probably there were very few of them that carried extra weight. Probably a bunch of skinny looking guys.
Especially when they only had 33 pairs of shoes for the whole group of 136 guys. Right. Don't know if we can go up or not. Yes, we can. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Doesn't feel real stable, the floor.
The blockhouse was held 28.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear Carol. 28 men in here, and probably most of the time, it was only one person to a bed because the other would be out on patrol or guard duty or something. Okay, well, finally I can finish the rest of the trip in peace. You can't look at me, can you?
Nope. Better to hang your head for when people throw rotten vegetables at you.
I don't know if she thinks I'm going to get in that, but I don't think so. All right, going into another blockhouse here. Frontier Camp. Okay, so they look at Carol, Trigger checking out the furs. He was doing that in the shop where they were all laying down too. He's a funny dog. Okay. So they go out with the surveyors. Boy, if you had to carry that structure for your tent. Wow. Okay, the local Native American tribe. I'm not sure what tribe would have been in this area. I like the necklace she's got on. Bear claw. That looks like, well, I don't know. Seems pretty big. I don't know if it's brown or black bear. All right, we are going into the hospital here. All the medicines. Yeah, the tourniquet on the leg, that's funny. A metal, well, it's not metal, I guess it's a metal thing with a strap. Well, that's one fat leg. One scrawny beard, too. Assorted amputation knives and scalpels. Okay, we are in the commissary. I think he's typing on the book. Dude, there's no computer screen over here. Really? See? No computer screen. You can't type on page like that. I wonder where they got this dummy.
He's reading Braille.
Really? Yeah, maybe that's it.
Ah, look at that turkey.
I just don't think it would be likely that you would be cleaning out your deer inside here. I guess maybe if you had a big bucket.
It shows how they would have
Yeah.
held him up outside.
Yeah. Well, I think that just about does it for Fort Steuben. The only thing left is find Dean Martin's grave, but we have to go to L.A. Well, this is our last stop in Ohio. East Liverpool, Ohio. So, East Liverpool, the interesting thing about it is back in the day, probably when my grandparents were here, my mom, there were 133 pottery manufacturers, fine china and everything. And then they also had some other industry. That's a First Evangelical Presbyterian Church.
That's pretty amazing.
That's pretty gaudy.
Only because it's green.
Well, it's got the red, and the grouting is red. It's kind of a little much, but anyway. So anyway, today there's only 3 pottery factories, and one of them makes Fiesta ware. But yeah, they made fine china here. My grandmother, again, the one that I knew, was a painter. She painted designs apparently on the plates. My grandfather was, I think they call it a stacker. I really wish we had made a trip back here when my mom was alive, and I think she was born in Ohio. Oh wow, look at these places. Wow. Funeral home. Great building here. Carol's got a cool one on her side. Look at this place. Look at this place coming up here. Everybody's got stop signs. Needless things. But look at this one. Oh, Daddy-o, can we get it even? Wow. I believe that may be the museum straight ahead.
Ah, yeah. That's the old post office building.
Just a little look at East Liverpool, Ohio. And then we head to Raccoon Creek. Here, try to get those signs on that place here. Great signs on Carol's side. School of Trades. Straight ahead now is the Museum of Ceramics. And we aren't going to go into that. Unless Carol decides it's a must for her.
Nah, I'd like to go. I won't stay in long. Hi, it's Carol coming to you from the Museum of Ceramics here in East Liverpool. And John said his grandparents both worked here in the pottery industry, which was huge. It's what this city was known for. She was a painter and he was a stacker, which I am informed are the people who stacked the kilns. Incredibly difficult work. Possibly John's grandparents could be seen in some of these pictures. Scenes from the park and the kiln stacks. The city of hills and kilns really is amazing if you're a pottery or ceramics fan like I am. Now this green picture down here was featured on the website. It's lotus ware, and it was the finest bone china ever produced in America. And I believe I read that it won the #1 award in the World's Fair that year. So you see how lovely everything is displayed. And here it really is extremely well done and very beautiful and lit. Those of you who are fans of Fiesta ware, that continues to be made, and it originated here in East Liverpool with the Homer Laughlin China Company. I'm going to continue down these showcase windows here. There in the middle are 2 samples of Hall teapots, the poppy red and the brown. I don't have a donut teapot, but I have some similar in the standard stone brown. Not that you care about my teapot collection. I'm gonna try to zoom in on these. It really doesn't give, you can't really get the feel of the luster of these pieces. I think it was kind of hard to light them, but they have fantastic glazes and a lot of gold work on them. Look at this, the iridescence on that piece. And I'm gonna go around it a little bit. Maybe you can get some better idea. The gold is really popping on that one piece there. And I'm gonna come around here, let you see some of the beautiful painting. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to try to get the downstairs here. It's pretty amazing setup of what the workshops looked like and the processing of the clay, forming the ware. This fellow with the mold balanced on top of his head. It's the firing process. I don't know if I'm going in the right direction or not, but the kilns used had to be loaded, fired, cooled, and unloaded, process which required around 130 hours. And I suspect this is what John's grandfather did. He was a stacker. Pretty incredible. 1896, the Burford Pottery crew. The rest is yet more cases, so I'm going to turn this off and just kind of speed through them.
All right, well, we are at Raccoon Creek State Park in Pennsylvania. We do not know where we crossed into Pennsylvania.
Just suddenly we were there.
And one of the things, I'm eating sunflower seeds, so excuse me, but we haven't been doing a lot showing you campgrounds. And a good reason is our campsites, because they're really not worth spending the time to show you. I mean, you can see the area here. It's nice. The E loop, no pets are allowed. The F loop, you can have pets, but you got to drive through the E to get to the F. Now there's a tree that's pretty much in fall color.
And a chipmunk ran across the road.
And so it's like there's really defined areas like what we're in right now. And then as we drive down here, it gets really forested, and these are non-electric sites as we get down in further here. So there's campsites here now. These aren't electric, and they're out in the woods.
Watch out for Lyme's disease.
Yeah, they have warnings everywhere about ticks and Lyme's disease. We do spray our stuff with permethrin. One of these days I'll actually do a video on us getting ready. This is our campsite. These are, it's just kind of a lined up area. It's not incredible, but we're close to the bathroom. And this will be the last bathroom maybe for 3 nights. So,
Last bathroom or last shower?
last shower. All right. Well, this is Raccoon Creek State Park. We'll see you
Next time.
in the morning, probably. All right.